Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. Cashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands, the talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. Think you're a monster, don't you? Ugly, breathing vulture. AP's put it down my skyline. Notifications on my timeline. But this shit is the A side. You think you King Ghidorah? But this is King Nello Ninja, the king of the monsters. Take 3 of you to step to the giant, but I'm defiant. Face of boxing. I'm a legend, like the Mayans. Yeah. Let go. Nello. Let go. Nello. You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah?
Live, only on DAZN, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. One is defending a name, the other is building one. The ring doesn't care where you come from, only if you can survive in it. Saturday, June 28th, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Up off it? Yeah, yes. Up off. Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Girl. It's hump day, baby, boo, we'll do whip, we'll do whip. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see, Pancho, with you. Energy is king. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Lord. First, I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the hump day. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Varner Hill Box.
Bring on this with a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see what y'all have to say. Boxing hype 456. I'm just sitting in my living room getting it on, and they ain't living till 6 in the morning. Let me see. Am I living? Wondering where F is biz. LOL. I need the live to get hype. Nello should spar 154 to acclimate to buzz speed. Yeah, you're going to bring in smaller guys. I'm pretty sure he's even going to bring in featherweights and shit like that. That's what they do. And that's the Black Torch August. Hold on. we are out of pocket. We haven't given it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve no, you deserve baby.
Hit the Tyson bell. My brother just rewatched Canelo versus Bivol. Bivol definitely won. He outworked Canelo, but Canelo made him miss more than anyone I've ever seen. Was never hurt ever once. Dude, Noble, I told y'all months ago, I rewatched that fight and said that fight was closer than I thought. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. It's just Bivol controlled it, and Bivol definitely won, like you said. But there's stuff to take from that where Canelo did some good work. If you go off of how you just felt about it, you like Bivol whipped his ass. If you watch it, you like that wasn't bad work. He just lost. I always felt that way about the first Triple G fight. Triple G was robbed. He was robbed. But Canelo was doing good shit. He just wasn't as good as Triple G. Now with that game plan, he was being defensive first, trying to counter. And Triple G won the fight, and he decided to be more of a forceful fighter the second fight, where Triple G, he kind of backed up the second fight. So they kind of evenly matched. But the first fight is better than people think. Canelo was doing some good shit. It's just that he got the robbery screws it up. Let me see. It's my MNF birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Hey! Let me see. That's what day it is. What's better? A better way to spend it than with the war room? You got that right, brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. The funny thing is, he was talking about Martin Luther King, but we took that shit from Martin. We made an international black birthday song.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
It's the Tyson bell. Oh shit! Hey, my God! Superman letting me know we outside.
Think it happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a time with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask if he's alright.
You can ride a bike. See a nigga. That's back when I used to say the N-word and shit. Let me see. Now I don't even say it at all. Let me see. Triple G was robbed the first fight. He was. Second fight was close. Second fight was good. People feel he was robbed the second fight. I thought it was good. I thought Canelo won the second fight, but that shit was good. I mean, Triple G and Canelo, they're just even. That's King Kong Godzilla. They're just even. That's Ghidorah and Godzilla. They're just evenly matched, bro. Let me see. We just saw Bivol hurt better multiple times in the second fight. I didn't see that. I mean, he could have. Makes me feel. I just didn't notice. Make me feel like. I remember. He did hit better BF with a real good shot. I remember one clearly now. Bud won't hurt Canelo. No, for real. I don't think so. Also makes me feel like we underestimate Canelo. I think people feel that Bud is being underestimated so much that they're over pushing Bud. But like I said, the loudest people in the room aren't the majority. Brother, the majority is quiet. Majority of people are like, brother, we'll talk about it. Let me see. Happy birthday. Oh, see, man. See how Charles Baker came with respect, because they are mortal enemies when it comes to roasting. But they love each other. Happy B-Day, Sadate War Room comedian. Yes, he is. Big girls beware. He will be on the yak tonight. He won't be showing no mercy, Slim. All right, everybody, let's get to talking. Let's get to talking. It should be a short show today, but we already 10 minutes in, so I think we're gonna make the hour. Every time I say it's a short show, y'all make sure that we get a full show. So we're gonna talk about what Oscar De La Hoya had to say about the fight, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Just really generally speaking, De La Hoya is one of the most impactful boxing figures to have ever lived. Okay, it is what it is. He had his hands in everything. Ring magazine, promotion, one of the greatest fighters ever.
got the gold in Olympics. So in the amateurs, in pros, after the, I mean, he's everything. Okay. With that said, he's looking like a hater, you know, overall. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh saying, "Hey, Shakur, don't get knocked out." That dude sitting there looking like, remember my man who was holding Kane? Like, fight. That scene was crazy, bro. But you know, he just looking at Shiraz like, and Shakur, fight. So he doesn't want them to get knocked out. All right, he's a little gun shy from the disappointment. I get him. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Javante Tank Davis had like a cryptic message on his Instagram story. Kind of threw me off. And I think we're going to kick this off with somebody on X put up a video of a straight right from Canelo and Bud Crawford side by side getting hit with the same punch. And it's kind of overhead right when he landed on Khan. And people are like, yeah, it's all they think. I'm not even sure. They sent me the video. But people are saying, you see what I'm saying? You know, that straight right video that you did yesterday is kind of, people are breaking shit down like they saw it already. They've been seeing it. All right. It's just that I made a song. So we'll talk about that. Hold on. Before we get started, a quick message from our motivational speaker. Squad up. Let's go. Hey, the day could be hard. The day could be hard, but always remember, squad up. Whatever that was. Let me see. Hey, Boogie, it's 95 degrees and these ladies making hump day, especially with them sundresses, brother. I can't say nothing. LOL, good Lord, Miss Parker. You know what Miss Parker hit the Tyson Bear. Okay. Yeah, he was exhausted as soon as he tried to hype himself up. That's a hard-ass day. Listen, here's the receipts. Hold on, everybody. Let's check this. Receipts, motherfucker!
Up with his left. Maybe he was looking for that right hand shot the whole time. Boom! Big right hand, literally knocking the snot out of poor Amir Khan.
What people were saying to me, I mean, that was a great breakdown. Whoever did that, shout out to you on X. And shout out to the War Room for sending that to me multiple times. But people were saying, yeah, it's all good for Terrence Crawford to watch out for the straight right, but he's a switch hitter. Understood. My thing was in my video about the straight right, he got hit with the straight right, even at orthodox. The most he got wobbled standing up was against Gamboa. He was an orthodox when Gamboa hit him with that straight right. But my thing is, I am done calling Terrence Crawford a switch hitter. He's a southpaw. Terrence Crawford, I ain't seen Terrence Crawford fight right-handed for more than 1 or 2 rounds in about 5 years, bro. The guy tried. He comes out straight southpaw now. But there was a time where he would try to be orthodox for a round and then go southpaw and open up a can of whoop ass. Southpaw, he's so comfortable to let his hands ride. It's kind of like Hagler. Yeah, Hagler was right-handed, but he was southpaw, bro. Shakur Stevenson the same way, to be honest. Let me see. Salatite, thank you all, family. Even you, Charles Baker. Wyatt Earp, see. Mustache having ass, see. You can't give it a day. How about it? Let me see. How do you think Dev could beat Norman? Put the fight on. Let me see. They had to put the fight. That's the same video that Tank posted when Buzz said he took a knee. That's the same video that Tank posted. Yeah. I don't think is that the same punch? Let me see. That's not. Yeah, right. That's when. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that he failed. See, the thing is, Tank was wrong in that because Tank took a knee, right? Terrence Crawford got hit and got dropped. They just said it wasn't a knockdown when it was clearly a knockdown, bro. That was the difference. Crawford didn't get hit. take a step back, look at the ref, take a knee, get up, go to his corner. And that's not, nothing about that was voluntary. That brother got hit, whack up, and was like, hey, his legs buckled from under him, and he fell to his knee, and he tried to hold on. That's a knockdown. That was like a totally different thing. Let me see. At least everybody on the movie had hair. See? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's move on. I'm just saying, okay, the point of that video was that if Canelo number one throws lead right hands, I think Canelo hurt Caleb Plant with a lead right, but Canelo throws lead right hands. He does. And if Crawford gets hit with something like that, listen, bro. Crawford is going to get hit flush by Canelo. Crawford is also going to hit Canelo flush because his hands are fast. His hands just fast. And I mean, Crawford's going to get hit pretty often. Crawford is going to get hit pretty often. That's just how he fights. He's a fighter who let his hands go. Remember how Iran Barkley beat Tommy Hearns? It's just Crawford is going to let his hands go, bro. It's just what, and his defense isn't that great. It isn't that great. It's just that his fighting ability is great. So he's perfect. He's a perfect fighter for his natural weight class. He could take a good shot, give a good shot, athletic, make you pay. You know, his IQ is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But once you start going, you know who got hit like that and didn't need to? Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson got hit flush all the time. He didn't need to, but he's such a fighter, right? So then he'll mess around, fight Jake LaMotta, and be like, what? And be like, holy, ooh, right? Because, you know, that's just how he fights. He didn't have to. That's just how he fights. Let me see. Noble Life. People swear that wasn't a knockdown. He was what? No, that brother got knocked down. Let me get my black t-shirt. Yeah, that's how Boots is. It's just how he is. All right. Like I said, Terrence Crawford has been bigger and stronger than all his ops. So that's just the thing is his ops ain't been crazy. So all that did was built even more of a killer. Right? So he's going to go up against Canelo being him. I'm assuming. You know, it's different when you're in there. He may catch a punch and be like on some Charlo shit. So we'll see. We'll see. Because I just knew Jermell Charlo was going to let his hands go. But you notice he couldn't box well retreating. That's not even how he boxed. So he couldn't even do it well. And Canelo just mowed him over. Okay. All right. Check out what Oscar De La Hoya had to say about Crawford versus Miller.
Look, I mean, I think I really do think the fight. I mean, look, the fight can go either way, guys. Either Crawford gets on his bicycle because Canelo hits too hard, just like we saw with Skull, or there's another scenario that can happen where Crawford can make Canelo look bad, just like Mayweather did. Okay, and just took him to school without running, or we'll see, you know, Canelo just annihilate him because of the weight. You have to remember that that Crawford is a 47-pounder or 54-pounder, coming, and Canelo has fought at, he's probably weighed 200 pounds in the ring at one point. So and it makes a huge difference, guys. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds makes a huge difference. So especially at the elite level. So I think it's a great fight. I just think that the press conferences were freaking lame.
Why?
Just because it was all staged. I mean, come on, guys. Look, if you want to see Canelo pissed off, take a look at my press conference.
Yeah.
with Munguia and Canelo. That's Canelo pissed off.
Here's my thing about De La Hoya. Do you not have a problem with anything? So it's getting to the point where it's like, you said it was a great fight, but the press conference was lame. Okay. Because the press conference went viral. But my thing is,
if it's not associated with you, is it any good? That's my question. If it's not associated with you, can it be any good? Here's the thing about the press conference. The fight is in September. The press conference is a show. And if you don't put on a show, it's lame. You got to give us something. You got to give us something. Even if Canelo wasn't playing at all. So it's all on Crawford. So yeah, Crawford was playing. He was talking shit, laughing. He played a villain, walked all the way up to Canelo, right? Tried to push him back. Canelo wasn't feeling it, and he pushed him. But he brought something out of Canelo. Now Canelo said, I'm going to remember this. Remember, he was like, I'm going to remember this. You heard the audio? So that's what it is. You can't blame it for being a show when it is a show. Give us a show. Hit the Tyson band. Hype us up. Get in there. You know what it reminds me of? Remember Fury versus Usyk? Fury was put on a show. He was playing. Right? Fury put his head all in Usyk, and Usyk got serious. His eyes were crossed and he pushed his head back. Remember? He was actually pissed. Thank goodness Fury knows it's a show. So he played up to it, and he got something out of Usyk and pissed him off. Bruh, Muhammad Ali did it to Frazier. Muhammad Ali talking shit to Frazier. I'll whoop your ass. I'll beat you in two. Frazier got up on him. He stood up, and he was just like, you know what, man, I'm sick of this shit. And that's when Ali jumped, because Frazier looked at Ali's brother, and then Ali jumped and was like, sit down, Joe. Remember? Sit down, Joe. Right? Sit down, Joe. Because it was a show, and then somebody got serious. It's good shit. It's good shit, bruh. Let me see. De La Hoya acting like Floyd now. LOL. This show ain't shit without me. Yeah, brother, chill. Let me see what Noble. My life. Chrysler 300 looked like a phantom until a phantom.
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero. Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
But when someone asks you who was elite on resume, do not respond with Burns or Postal. Yes. The answer is Porter Spence. Yes. You have best Spence easily, but Spence opposition was a man. Yes. Stop killing the brand, man. Yes. Good shit. Traverse. Oscar's upset that Trump's tariffs hit coke prices. Hey, brother, let me tell you, my guy. Hey, Sadate, you did this. Talk to him. Sadate, it's your birthday, brother. You're older than Traverse. Sit him down. But like, listen, bro, apologize too. But like, that's on me. Don't be like that. Just Sadate, look at Traverse and be like, that's on me, bro. You got to coach him. You got to coach him. All right, hold on. Everybody, let's move forward. So, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here we go. He said, I would be very upset if Berlanga and Zapata knock out Shiraz and Shakur. We have big plans for Shiraz and Shakur, and this result will be a complete disaster. Meaning that he is favoring Shakur and Shiraz in the fight. You guys want to know my take on that. I'm going to give you my complete take on that. Doesn't surprise me for two reasons. One, most promoters have their favorites. Most promoters be promoting their guy, right? Eddie Hearn would promote AJ. AJ going to knock your guy out, Frank Warren. You know, it's just one of those things. You can't help but to have your favoritism, especially when you have business plans. All right. That's one. Number two, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has always had his favorites. All right. He said he wanted Tyson Fury to beat Usyk. He had plans on the third fight. Usyk ruined those plans. All right. Who else did he have? Yeah, I think he wanted Bivol to beat Berlanga. Better BF the first fight, but better BF won. All right, hit the Tyson bell. He wanted Shiraz to beat Carlos Adames. He was literally on his side, like, hey, brother, you got 5 more rounds. Turn it up. They saying Adames winning. Turn the shit up. And I don't mind it as long as you don't affect the scorecards, which Usyk won, right? Better BF won in close fights. I think there was another close-ass fight that he wanted the other guy to win, and I forgot. I had all these guys in memory, but either way, that's how he gets down, as long as you don't affect the outcome of the fight. But I want to say this. Hold on, because I have another thing I want to say. Don't be talking about Oscars Chrysler 299. Okay, listen. But here's my thing, okay? We'll talk about Shakur Stevenson in a minute, but let's talk about Berlanga versus Shiraz. The cool thing about the fighters is you would think, okay, the fighters kind of use a part of their marketing of the fight. They use themselves as those against the system. Canelo Alvarez is doing that with Terrence Bud Crawford as we speak. I know that's your guy. Tell your uncle Turkey, right? your uncle better be paying you a lot. All right. Berlanga said the same thing about Shiraz. I know y'all got plans and y'all plan to do this. I'm in y'all plans. All right. So it doesn't hurt the fighters' feelings. Okay. But number two, there's a big part of me that feels that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh had indirectly said, I'm not sure if he said if it's on purpose or if he realized this. I know His Excellency is like, he's probably watching the war room right now, like, go ahead. Hey, hold on, let me see. And that's the Coke Booker shook. Hey, okay, listen. Let me get my black tooth shook. But listen, that may mean it behooves him to want Canelo Alvarez to beat Terrence Bud Crawford. I know Bud is his guy, so he emotionally wants Bud to win. But if his plans are for Shiraz to fight Canelo next, then he may want Canelo to win. Let me see. I think Shiraz might get slapped too. Man, that's a tough fight. Berlanga's my brother. I don't know Shiraz like that. You know, Berlanga, that's my guy. I've been liking him more and more. But I think Shiraz may win that fight. Shiraz is a fantastic fighter. Turki isn't even Shakur's or Shiraz's promoter, though. He's their investor right now. Get what I'm saying, George? Yep, Canelo has a 4-fight deal. Now, I know His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh did say the rematch. And if you look very closely at Terrence Bud Crawford, I should clip this. All right, I should clip this. But look very closely at Terrence Bud Crawford's face. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh they said something like, what happens next? And Turki Al-Sheikh is in the crowd and he says, the rematch. Look at Terrence Crawford's face. He goes, and then he straightened his face because there's no rematch in the contract. Terrence was like, and Turki just like, the rematch. Now, if Bud wins, there's a rematch. That money would be bigger than the original. Kind of like Lamont Roach versus Tank. That money would be bigger than the original. I'ma be honest. I low key feel like Berlanga's nice. He's nice with it. Shiraz ambassador for Riyadh season. Shiraz is the ambassador of Ring Magazine. Now, ambassador just means marketing. So that's why there's a few ambassadors. That means it's like I'm an ambassador of my bookie. Right? So he's a marketer. Ambassador sounds like, oh shit. Let me see. John Jones can't be the GOAT retiring to duck a fighter. I had him at number 3 on my MMA GOAT list. Now I'm shaking my head. Well, you just wanted him to fight the guy, and he wasn't. You know, it's kind of like we wanted Floyd to fight Keith Thurman. He didn't. So is he no longer a great fighter? You know, for me, I had common sense, bro. DJ, with John Jones, I had common sense. I was looking at John when he fought Gane. When he fought him, I was just like, brother, you got one fight in you. I can't believe you fighting this guy. That guy John Jones has been walking around with small legs and a big stomach and getting arrested, and he just ain't got it. I mean, he could throw himself in there and get his ass whipped, but it doesn't look like his heart was in it anymore. You know, and y'all may want to see a half-hearted John Jones in there against a prime Spinall if y'all want. I'm pretty sure you do. But to me, I'm just like, yeah, when he retired, I was like, yeah, bro, that you're done. You're done. He fight once every 4 years. I was just like, the guy's done. Good for you. I was like, good for you, bro. Now, because he didn't fight Espinal doesn't mean everything else is erased. I think people are having a temper tantrum a little too much. We're, acting like spoiled brats. But really, he did that. He was the GOAT for a reason. He did that. But Aspinall doesn't mean he no longer. Botox brows look like headlights. I can see Berlanga winning. Might bet on my bookie. Yeah, everybody. I mean, that makes sense to me.
My bookie that I wanna try.
My bookie that I wanna try. Okay, let's move on, everybody. Let's move on. Okay, so what else do we have? The undercard. You guys wanted me to talk about this. So His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is pretty much on X saying, hey, you want to bag? So he's sitting there like, hey, who wants to be on the undercard? You think you got what it takes to be on the undercard of Terrence Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez? All right, he's talking about we're searching for 3 undercard fights. Yeah, we have 3 undercard slots for 6 boxers if you want to be a part of a historic event. And there are people who are like, I never seen this before. Why are they doing this? I'm going to explain to you why they're doing this. And it's so funny that people are even what. Let me ask you guys. Man, I miss Cain Vasquez. Yeah, oh my God. Love you, boy. Hey. Why do you think they're doing this? Because people are asking me. It seems obvious to me. But why do you think they're doing this? I agree with you. I'm talking about for his fanboys. Tom was the interim champion for 2 years, so that's a good question. Yeah, there you go. And everybody, yeah, it's a good question. I hear you, brother. But that brother sitting there with small legs and like, all right, then, brother. Kind of like Conor McGregor. It's like, all right, then, brother. Go ahead. Let me see. Aspinall, he can get his own career going. Let me see. Sounds like a good idea for 3. Why do you think they're doing this? So they can lowball the undercard? No, that's where brains go. Think positive first. Cup half full first. Why do you think they're doing this? Why do you think that? Think cup half full first. Hell, I want to be on undercard. Y'all don't know? Okay, let me break it down for you. ShowBizz versus Bill Haney on undercard. Hey. Poke in my head. Let me tell you why. Create new stars. That's what they say. They're doing it for TKO. TKO Boxing League is going to need new boxers. They're starting from the ground up to get a roster of boxers. So they're looking for new talent. They don't want already made stars. They're starting it. Dana White is the promoter. This is the first fight for TKO. They are looking for star. Y'all don't get it, bro? That's the whole point. They're looking for up and coming fighters to start building TKO. Let me see. You see Teddy Atlas say he got Bud in this fight. No, I didn't see that, but he probably does. Probably does. There's people who got Bud, bro. Let me see. Great day to you, Biz, in the war room. If Shakur's hands are healthy, I can't help but to see him treating Zepeda like he did Valdez. There's a size difference, so he'll need to weather the storm. Well, my thing is, I may put money on the Shakur Stevenson KO. Me versus Andy Ruiz on the undercard. Abraham Hernandez. Hit the Tyson bet. It's either I put money on the Zepeda victory or the Shakur Stevenson knockout for the odds. Shakur Stevenson said, put your money on me. He sounded very confident when he said that. But putting my money on Shakur, he's such a favorite that I ain't going to win no money. So I have to put something on what's not probable, but highly unlikely. So I think I'm going to put money on the knockout. Or I'm going to put money on Zepeda winning. Let me see. Hindsight, after PBC doubleheader, Berlanga might have starched Plant. Crazy to say. Yeah, that's true. Oscar De La Hoya versus Bill Haney. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward, everybody. We're 30 minutes in. So, Brian Norman Jr., Mr. 6 weeks. Brian Norman had a message. And the message was dope as shit. The boy has the gift of gab.
Everything will happen in due time, as you see. Everything will happen in due time, as you see. You start to pay attention to it. Everybody else start to pay attention to it. So if I got to put somebody to sleep just to wake y'all up, I will do that. So 24 years old. The future is very bright. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm still in the gym. I'm still working hard. Still knocking names off the list. So if you don't get behind me, you finna get pushed down.
You hear how he talks? If you don't get behind me, you're going to get pushed down. You know what I mean? That brother smooth as a baby's ass. Oh, Biz, I never seen the Tyson bell. Can you show us? Shit. I don't feel like picking it up, but here you go. Shit. This is a Tyson bell signed by Iron Mike Tyson, my brother. So listen. Brother is talking smooth. And I've been trying to tell y'all, you see his hair and everything? These new crop of fighters, I'm talking about from like, I'm young, Shakur down. I'm talking about 25, 24. This new crop, 19. They're taking it back to the essence. Now they're even sounding like throwback fighters. Check this out. Tell me if I'm tripping.
You start to pay attention to it. Everybody else start to pay attention to it. You start to pay attention to it. Everybody else start to pay attention to it. So if I got to put somebody to sleep just to wake y'all up, I will do that. So if you don't get behind me, you finna get pushed down.
All right. If you don't take it off before you come in the theater, you don't get in theater. You know, this is the way they do this thing. Right on. They said the afro was legal. Am I right or wrong? That's right. That's what they said. It was legal. We can sport the afro. All right. This man, there's a lot of brothers here. This man here has got an afro. This is an afro right here.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm lying. I'm put it down. Just check out Brian Norman the way let me see. Biz, he tried to call your bluff. Who did? I don't know. Hey, who ain't got no bitch? Hey, tell me.
You start to pay attention to it. Everybody else start to pay attention to it. So if I got to put somebody to sleep just to wake y'all up, I will do that. So if you don't get behind me, you finna get pushed down.
All right. If you don't take it off before you come in the theater, you don't get in theater. You know, this is the way they do this thing. Right on. They said the afro was legal. Am I right or wrong? That's right. That's what they said, it was legal. We can sport the afro. All right. This man, there's a lot of brothers here. This man here's got an afro. This is the afro right here.
Shit. Take it back to the essence. Take it back. I told you that's how the Panthers were sounding. We got an afro. The state of mind. You know what I'm saying, brother? Take it back. Brian Norman Jr. over there got taco meat all down the neck, all in the skillet. Hair looks itchy as shit at the worst length. You can't brush it. You can't comb it. You can't do shit. Like, it's at the worst length ever. He keeps his hair at the worst length. You can't put a do-rag on it. You damn sure can't brush it. It's too long to comb, but too short to pick. That's how I need my fighters. Let me see. He needs Scott Davis on the undercard. Kid is vacations. Oh, let me see. Andy Cruz. Okay, brother. Let me see. Nice as well. I really like Turkey. Yeah, I like his vision. I like his vision, brother. Put something on the mind. Wait, he sound like a young haggler. Brother, listen. You want to see a busted hairline? Same shit, different
Zepeda, I remember everything you just said. Oh, Shakur won't exchange with me. Oh, Shakur don't have the balls like Tevin Farmer. Remember these things, bro. So when we get in that motherfucking mix right there and I'm beating your ass, don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. That's all I say.
Will your head look like that? You're angry every time. You see his beard? Look like Fred G. Stanford. His beard looks like Fred G. Look. That brother definitely got a pint in a brown paper bag.
Zepeda, I remember everything you just said.
No, with a wife.
Zepeda, I remember everything you just said. Oh, Shakur won't exchange with me. Oh, Shakur don't have the balls like Tevin Farmer. Remember these things, bro. So when we get in that motherfucking mix right there and I'm beating your ass, don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. That's all I say.
When your head looks like that, and you gonna say beating your ass. He got an inside out wife beater. He got kids. That dude said beating your ass. That brother look, he looks like me right now. He looks like a 44-year-old ShowBizz. Brother, and when I saw him looking like that with an inside-out wife beater, excuse the terminology. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know what to call it. I'm old school. But with an inside-out tank top, beard on Fred G. Stanford, hair looks like he just dropped a sucker on the carpet. I said, KO. I put money on my bookie. I put money. I'll put everything on it. A new member. It's a new member. Shakur, I'm beating your ass. He had a gap in his tooth. It from canine to canine. That gap was getting wider and wider. Neck getting nappier and nappier. I said, hey, as he was talking, hair getting itchier and itchier. I was like, hey, yeah. That's a KO. Let me see. Putting my money on the brother with the Brillo pad. Yes, Lord. KO. Love you, boy. Oh, this is out of love, Shakur. You a grown-ass man. I don't know who you were against De Los Santos, but right now, you a grown...
Zepeda, I remember everything you just said. Oh, Shakur won't exchange with me. Oh, Shakur don't have the balls like Tevin Farmer. Remember these things, bro. So when we get in that motherfucking mix right there and I'm beating your ass, don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. That's all I say.
My brother got
BBL stretch marks around the arm.
Zepeda, I remember everything you just said. Oh, Shakur won't exchange with me. Oh, Shakur.
Let me tell you something, bruh. I got him. Look at my shirt. You see how wrinkled my shirt is? You look at my hairline. Bad. This is where we gotta be on camera. Wrinkled shirt with a pocket, bad hairline, gray, and let's go. If you ain't looking like that, you ain't real. And that's the black tooth shark. Kiss my ass. And in that case, check this out.
You brought me from a mighty long way. Lord, I thank you for being my help.
You need to get that garbage out of your room. You need to get that shit off the floor. You need to wash that uniform. You need to go in there and take your bath. That's what you need to do.
Hey, I can give a damn about whatever you talking about on camera. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You got to be all that shit. Now, all that shit you got that's piling up, get that shit up. You clean off your plate. You just put it in the sink. I don't know who lives like that. We don't want bugs. All right. See, we say but we mean roaches. We don't want bugs. Get the syrup off that, rinse the syrup off that plate. That shit you got, get that, and then take your funky ass a bath. As long as you living in this house, preaching and acting. Look.
You brought me from a mighty long way. Lord, I thank you for being my help.
You need to get that garbage out of your room. You need to get that shit off the floor. You need to wash that uniform. You need to go in there and take your bath. That's what you need to do.
All that. I don't care if you're talking about the Lord. I don't care if you're talking about the Lord. Knock. Get the shit. Get on. That's when you, let the Lord do what he's doing. Don't ask what the Lord got going on. This is what you need to do. Pick that shit from that. Get that shit from there and then take your ass a bath. That's the black tooth. Let's see. I asked him who raised you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. His volume went down. Okay, everybody, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Check out what Javante had to say on his stories on Instagram. Turn on me, sue me, know nothing. See, this is the shit. Hey.
You brought me from a mighty long way. Lord, I thank you for being my help.
You need to get that garbage out of your room. You need to get that shit off the floor. You need to wash that uniform. You need to go in there and take your bath. That's what you need to do.
Uniform. Let me see. You remember how Spencer Bud Hair, yes, Lord. That's how you knew that they did the heavy lifting. Now back to Javante. I turn on me, comma, sue me, comma, know nothing seems. See this. I ain't got that kind of time. I'm in a goofy mood, and I just okay. This is all I gotta say, brother.
Put the fight on.
That's all I got about that. And a message from my man James.
Oh, everybody out there, don't worry, I'm fine. I don't have CTE. I don't have brain damage. I can speak when I choose to. Sometimes people get on my fucking nerves, but it is what it is. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm healthy. I speak very well, thank you. And you know what, for everybody out there who think, well, you have brain damage, man, fuck y'all. Well, I look at everybody's comments, saying, oh, he can't speak, he punch drunk, nigga, I ain't punch drunk. I have all my faculties. I'm still 100%. I can still knock your ass out. Look at all my films, even the spine, when everybody, well, you got hit on the spine. No, I didn't. I was born to fight. Y'all was born to lose. I wasn't born to get knocked out. I ain't never been knocked out. Never.
Yep. I can speak when I want to, bruh. Now, see, when you get my age, see, from my age up, look at James Toney. F y'all. Now. And I I commented. I said, you damn facts. Facts. Did I question if he had CTE? Surely. But after he said what he said, never again. Said, I'll beat your ass. Yep. I ain't got that kind of time to see James Toney at a fight somewhere. And he remember, hey, hey, you, come here. I don't want no trouble. That's BTA on. Let me see something more room oblate squatter. Yeah, you ain't lying, my brother. You ain't lying. Exactly. Yeah, F y'all. Chick. Look at Chick. Look at the gray in Chick's beard. Chick said F y'all about 20 years ago. He said F y'all 20 years ago. You get to an age, man, hey. I'm telling y'all, brother. I'm telling y'all, brother. We ain't got that kind of time. All right, let's move on and check bro out. Check bro. Check.
I'm sorry.
No, you straight, you straight. It's all good.
Man, I'm sorry.
Yo, you good? Yo.
Here's the thing. Number one, don't come in my room on that. Don't come in. You should be in somebody's bathroom. Don't come in my room swinging your free arm like that. No. Now, what got me, because I need to know more. Because he got silhouetted. So I don't know his face. I don't know how we look. But I just need to know more. Is he saying sorry about something he already did? Or he's giving you a sorry about the faults that's about to occur? Is he saying I'm sorry? Because you don't come in on that. Or are you sorry about some other shit? and then some shit happened. I need to know.
I'm sorry.
No, you straight, you straight. It's all good.
Man, I'm sorry.
Yo, you good? Yo.
There was some other shit happened. Because he was trying to say it again. Some other shit happened. And that bro was like, you good? You good? He would have been more receptive of your apology if it wasn't accompanied with a fart, bro. He would have been more. Whatever he was drinking, don't drink that no more. Don't. That doesn't agree with you. Whatever you're drinking, don't drink that shit no more. That doesn't agree. That doesn't agree. All right, here we go. Last video before we're gonna watch something together. But before we do that, Chavez, I know you far more than I know Jake Paul. I've met Jake Paul, spoke with Jake Paul in person, but I've spoke with Chavez more often online. Chavez, my guy. All right, that's my guy. He loves the war room and everything. But that footage right there, I'm not saying that footage looks like you going night. That could fist that 10-2. Jake Paul got a crazy right hand. Like that footage looked like night. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like night. It looked like night. Now you may have other shit going though,
But that footage looked like good night. Let me see. The way Shakur talking, I met him for KO. Let me see. Hit the Tyson bell, brother. That hands at 10-2. Okay, but let's check out the face-off. All right, everybody. This is the encore. If you guys want to stick around for the face-off, they had a face-off on the zone. I was waiting for it to drop. I think it dropped yesterday. I'm in a goofy ass mood, man. I need to get myself together. That's really the biggest issue is me right now. Get myself together. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. You know, I just need to get get my shit right. Let me see. Jesus. Oh God. Okay. It's already pretty. It's looking pretty lit. I'm gonna turn this up halfway so y'all can hear it. Hopefully y'all can get a good balance of hearing me and hearing that at the same time. If not, it is what it is. Let me share the screen. Yeah, I know, man. Anderson Silva put some work in. All right, y'all. Let me remove the exfoliant. Hold on real quick. I just feel like laughing, and I need to get serious and get that going. And let the world know we in the zone war. We in the zone war, man. Let me see. Once you hit 40, you go from how can I help you to what the F you brother, you ain't lying. You are not lying. All right, here we go. Let me exfoliate this like such. Okay, good. I think we good with all this or how everything's looking. Let me hit the play.
This is how dumb you are.
Can y'all hear?
This is how dumb he
I'm
is.
the first YouTuber pound for pound #1 in the world. Yes.
Can y'all hear?
He's getting angry.
Look at me, man.
He's an angry little elf.
On Saturday night, live on DAZN pay-per-view, two of
How's
the biggest
the balance?
names in boxing will square off when Jake Paul takes on former world
Y'all can
champion
hear me
Julio
and hear
Cesar
and
Chavez
everything is
Jr.,
okay.
an event presented by Celsius. For Jake Paul, it's a step towards his stated goal of becoming a world champion. For Chavez Jr., it's one last chance to get back there. We've got Paul and Chavez at the top, but it is a loaded card from start to finish.
It is a loaded card.
Is the
That's
official
the
sports
third
book of
on
this
the card,
event,
Tevin.
and
Like
they're offering a
we call it a
50%
fight.
profit
It's a loaded card.
on any of
The
the
zone
fights
snap
on it. That
to
includes
make sure they
Shota
made sure it was a
Ramirez
great
against
card.
Uniel
So they
Donicos.
did snap. I
Floyd
can't lie on that.
Schofield Jr. against Tevin Farmer. Of course, the main event, Paul versus Chavez Jr. Now, for an event this big, we have a little twist for this face-off. Since Julio likes to switch between Spanish and English, we have a comedian and YouTube star Duno here to interpret.
Why Duno there? That is funny
And
as
now
hell.
let's introduce the two fighters. First,
Why do they do
former
that?
middleweight champion
Why they
Bivol
do that?
And holder of one of the greatest names in boxing, Julio Cesar Chavez
Why do they?
Jr.
This ain't right.
And his opponent, the disruptor, the instigator, one of the biggest stars in the sport right now, El Gallo Dorado, Jake Paul.
Puerto Rican versus Mexico.
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Well, Jake, another big event, another pay-per-view. How are you feeling going into this one?
Always feeling amazing, man. This is the part I love the most, these fight weeks, and getting to actually go in there under the lights and perform. I think it's going to be a great fight night, great stacked card, so the fans are going to win from this one.
And Julio, we haven't seen you on or headlining a pay-per-view in quite some time. How are you feeling being back in the mix?
Oh, great, man. I feel great because it's what I want, you know, the big fights, and I'm here, so I'm ready, and I'm very excited. Yeah.
So, Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some shit talk back and forth for a couple of years, and
the real reason is Gervonta lost to Lamont Roach. Let's go.
My goal is to become world champion, and the WBA and WBC plan on ranking me depending on my performance. And once I'm ranked, then I can go for the title shot. And he's a formidable opponent, former world champion. It's a great test, 10 rounds to get ready for what ultimately will be a world championship fight one day.
He called you out a year ago. He was looking for this fight
for a long time. Did you take note of that when he said your name?
Oh, for sure. You know, I've always wanted to fight him. I've always wanted to fight legendary names in the sport. His dad is one of the best to ever do it. I like building my resume, having the best looking box rec of all time. Mike Tyson, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, the list goes on. And so just adding a Chavez name to my box rec is just really exciting for me.
He said his dad is one of the greatest of all time, and you're right. What do you think of him?
I think
Jake, cut the shit. Cut the shit. All right, I'm not going to be pausing too much, but come on. All right, all those names, none of them were under 45 years old. All right, let's go.
He's a great fighter, you know, when he locks in, when he's prepared, when, you know, he's been doing this his whole entire life. He has a ton of experience, my most experienced fighter to date. He's a tough Mexican, comes forward, and he loves to actually bring the fight and make it entertaining. So I think it's going to be a great matchup for me stylistically.
Why'd you say his name? Why was this the fight you wanted?
You know, always it's good to fight like a good name, you know, a guy that is like popular and he trying really fight, really be a boxer, because you see so many people enter to the ring and, you know, try to box, but it's different, you know. He tried after his, you know, YouTube or whatever he make in the past. So he's now a real boxer. So
he's a real boxer.
But other fight I can have like rematch.
Okay, get Duno involved. Get Duno. Let me see. I rewatched Tank fight and people overblew Lamont's performance. I agree. Don't act surprised if he loses badly in a rematch. I agree. I think Tank won close. Won first fight. You think Tank won? Hey, Noble, that you out of line. That one up. If they count the knockdown, Tank definitely lost. All right, here we go.
It's with the Canelo or no, another big name, but I think Jake is the perfect opponent for me, and it's a great fight. Oh.
You've fought some great fighters over the years: Sergio Martinez, Andy Lee, Canelo Alvarez. Do you think this is going to be a tough fight for you?
Yeah, I think like every single fight like, is different. You know, you never can say like I'm fighting this guy and I can beat the other guy. You know,
come on, man, turn this shit up. Shit.
So Jake is young. You know, it's too young. So he have a lot of energy, and that's the big part. You know, the difficult part to fight.
Dude, why your eyes
new guy,
like that, bro?
You know? So it's good, you know. So I'm prepare myself better than ever, you know.
Somebody, why is
that's what I need for make a great fight for the fans, you know. And you never know, you know. I remember like Barrera Morales and, you know, Corrales Castillo, you know. Why not? And you know, it's good. I like this fight more than this time.
Okay.
Because boxing is not good now, you know. Like look at the fights in New York. No action, you know.
Facts.
Look at Canelo last fight. No good. Look at Munguia, positive. So it's good time for jump and take.
You think I go back to the press conference.
God.
And it seemed to me at the time that Julio and his father were pretty dismissive of your abilities. Did you feel that way? And do you think they are maybe looking past what you can do in the ring?
Definitely underestimating me. This is going to be the toughest fight of his career, the most embarrassing fight of his career. Okay. He's going to be exposed. He's going to realize he's easy work. And I don't even...
Okay. First of all, Canelo was a rough fight for the kid, all right? Second of all, I saw him at cruiserweight getting his nose like broken, or it was crazy. I remember that I think his father threw in a damn towel, like it was, or he quit or something. That shit was crazy and embarrassing. Anderson Silva was boxing him as if he was damn James Toney. It was, so I don't know. I think the bar is kind of low for how Chavez is going to perform this time.
Even think him and his team know what's going on. You know, his head coach over here is like, oh yeah, we watched Jake. He has 7 pro fights. And I think these guys don't know what they're getting themselves involved in. And I see the sparring partners they're bringing in, and it's just no one that can match what I'm capable of in the ring. And it's going to be a very upsetting night for him.
Julio, que te va a romper tu madre, güey. Más. Better said than done. You're gonna fuck him up. I think that's the easier way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
En español.
Lo que tú quieras, whatever you feel.
English,
Hey,
please. Yeah.
Hey.
English,
Jake,
please.
for speak, for talk, you're better than me. That's for sure.
Okay.
And boxing, fight out Saturday.
You're not training properly, and then you have these fat sparring partners who you think mimic me.
Well, one's with their own fat people.
I do biting his
Pero
nails.
es que te va a
Hey,
romper-
oh,
They're his.
shit.
Go work out.
Te va a romper tu madre.
Hey, Chavez. Oh
I don't
no.
think so.
Hold on, dog. There's a lot of signs going on, dog. No, I'm over here like dealing with thee. You thug love it, thug love it. I'm not to be, but that Chavez is my guy. That's my brother. But God, brother, what the hell?
My man thinks he's not gonna beat him up.
How do you think this fight plays out?
You know, I break him down, you know. He's always the young man, the stronger guy in the ring. So for the first time, I want to put him back, you know, and make him work, you know, extra work, you know. That's my
Hey, they shouldn't have done it.
strategy is not about my sparring partners and nothing, you know. That's shit, you know, it's nothing. So make my fight, you know, it's my style, you know, like
Oh shit.
be fast, strong, work the body, you know, like mixing, you know.
Brother, what the hell?
Dile que lo voy a marear, dile.
He's gonna fuck you up. Well, first he's gonna make you dizzy, and then he's gonna knock you out.
You're basically just a not as good Mike Perry.
Oh my God, man.
Okay.
This is a heavy bag, man. No, my
What-
Perry.
you-
Look
what
my
do you
Perry,
do?
man.
What-
He's like,
what do you do?
Look, let me see. Fight like this. Like Rocky, man. He's unbelievable, you know. He's strong, you know. He's strong. He take punches, and it's not bad.
But you
opponent.
come
He's
forward
strong.
the same way. That's the thing. That's what you're not.
Man, come on, man.
And you know it too. I see it in your eyes. I see it. I think
If you
I'm
think
gonna
like
win.
that,
I
man,
think I have
you're
a
already loud,
strategy.
you know. I don't know.
I see shit in his eyes.
See the fight like Mike Perry versus Tyson, man. Maybe it's a great fight, man. Can sell a lot of pay-per-views, you know, and maybe I go with Mike Tyson, you know. And that.
You were critical of Jake fighting Mike Tyson. Do you have a problem with that?
Not really a problem, but I never like to fight like
elders.
Yes, nunca me gustaría hacer eso, dile, por lo que yo lo
Yo, this is like
respeto. Yo entiendo el dinero
crazy.
es importantísimo, por supuesto que es un negocio, pero no sé. Pienso que me hubiera dejado ganar por Mike Tyson. Dile.
Yo, Jake,
He doesn't believe in elderly abuse, is what he's kind of saying. He said he understands the money, but he doesn't like that a young man is fighting a 60-year-old.
Sí, que yo me hubiera dejado perder.
Yeah, that he would have let himself get his ass whooped to an old man and great action. Like
What's crazy is Mike lasted 8 rounds, and you're not gonna last that long. So you could say all these things about Mike, but it's gonna be a quicker and shorter night for you. Which I know you like. I know you like quitting and giving up.
Lupe.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, when you have like a real career, you have a lot of things, you know, like even fights, good fights, not so good. So I have a lot of fights, you know. So sometimes I'm not there like mentally, so I can don't continue
I get
fighting.
that
You
too.
know, I'm prepared like 100% physical and mentally, you know, because I have surprise. Sorry.
Guys get paid when they fight
have
you.
what?
Do you think he's here for a paycheck? Or do you think he's here to win?
I think he's here to win. No, I know he's a former world champion. Guys always prepare the most for me, which I think is funny. It brings the best out of them. They're like, oh, this is the big fight. This is the big name. I don't want to be embarrassed by him. So I think he did a training camp as hard as he possibly could. And I'm used to facing the best version of people because they know that this is their big moment.
So what's different about you now, Julio? Because you had a great run at middleweight, you were world champion. You mentioned that moment against Martinez, one of the great moments, 12th round in boxing. You've had a rough go of it over the last few years? What's different about you now?
Mentality, experience.
Dude, this is long as hell.
Focus in boxing. So I don't have nothing like other things, you know. So I'm focused in boxing. So I try to do that my last 3 years in boxing the best possible. You know, train hard, be disciplined. No matter what happens.
Brother, are you okay,
I
bro?
love boxing, so I wanna end for right. Like
Shit, look at Jake. Jake's like,
so
are you good?
I feel great, you know. I feel great, and I want to show. Dile que me quiero ver mejor que nunca. Dile.
He wants to look the best he can. He's focused. He's locked in. No more drugs. No more bitches.
He's biting his nails, scratching his
locked in. You know what I'm saying?
No, she was yesterday. She was Rodriguez. It's been
the N-word.
Yeah. In the sun, Julio?
Were you locked in, you would say, again in your camp against Uriah Hall? You've been focused for the last 3 years, you said?
Estaba enfocado en tu última pelea. What was his name?
Uriah Hall.
Yeah, Uriah Hall. Sí, estabas enfocado en
Sí,
esa pelea.
dile que está. Yes, I'm trained. So I win the fight only 6-round decision. But you see the fight and see, oh, Julio don't look good. So I want to beat Julio. So I want to do this for make a fight. Me, you, good fight. Good styles, make good fight. Yes, but still, I'm a little better than you. So good fight, yeah, it's good fight. You know, really, I respect him like a fighter because I see fight my Perry, and I see this guy
this knockout
serious
about to be viral,
everything.
bro.
Like he wanna be one of the best, but always I wanna be one of the best fighters. You know, I fight everybody. You know, no matter the timing. I lost a couple fights, but I never see a guy then he beat me and break me down and put me like down 2-3 times and really nunca me han ganado así me han pegado una chinga y me han ganado claramente.
Yeah.
Never won.
So nobody ever just whooped his ass before. It's always been a good fight. And the homie's like, "Hey man, he's ready to get this fight on. He thinks it's gonna be a great fight." Yeah.
You agree with that? Nobody's ever whooped his ass?
I would agree with that.
He's got beat, but they've never just completely whooped his ass.
Yeah. First time for everything.
Okay.
¿En cuál round crees que lo vas a noquear?
¿En qué round?
Go to boxing.
Nine.
Knock him out in the 9th round.
You know, I think that's one of the things. He lost with Tommy Fury. So that guy is nothing, man.
You think you're better than Tommy Fury?
Of course, man. Of course. That's no question, man. I'm much. Better than him. So he trained hard and he's muscle guy too. I think Jake is better than him now because experience and weight. So of course he's much better now. But still, man, this guy Toney is not a fighter, you know. But he have like the perfect fights for stay here and be ready, you know, because he have good opponents. So the past don't mean nothing. That's my thing, you know. So it's good fight. I'm ex-world champion, and I live all my life in boxing. So of course I know boxing. He's dedicated to boxing, and I think both have the desire to be the best. So they say, oh, he's the son of the Chavez. Man, I'm sorry, I can say nothing about this situation because it's like that. So, oh my God, sometimes it's hard to say, oh,
This fuck is rambling.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, thank you. What the?
So,
Jake.
It's,
Es difícil vivir al nombre.
no, like a mí me vale madre.
You don't give a fuck about his dad. He's his
I don't care, man.
So you don't love your dad? Oh wait, the papa. Oh wait, the papa.
What do you mean about his dad?
I didn't say anything about his dad. I just asked him if he loved his dad.
¿Quieres saber si quieres a tu papá?
Can you imagine a situation where you quit?
No.
Jake, all it out.
Fuck him up, yeah.
Do you think there's any chance you can lose to this man?
His bike. He's fidget.
So
Ray
they
Charles.
already have chance. But
Ray Charles.
it's not. No, I don't see any like.
If you work,
I just don't believe
I don't see
you.
man like.
I just don't
Say
believe
like,
you.
oh man, look, Julio, I go to the right hand.
What
So
the?
I don't think so. He can catch me with the right hand. So it's say you know it's too wild, man.
If you were to lose to him, would you quit boxing forever?
Yeah, man. Si pierdo es muy lo más común es que ya no peleo. O sea, imagínate.
You'll never, nunca más.
No, y le perdés con J. Paul, imagínate, pues hasta cabrón, pues.
So I mean, he says that if he loses this fight, he's done. He's done with boxing. He'll never fight again. Cause he.
O maybe me voy a esconder 2 años porque me da vergüenza que me haya pegado
He's gonna go in hiding for 2 years, and then maybe come back because he's embarrassed to lose to a man like Jake Paul.
Well, start planning it out, buddy. I'm gonna have my team get the jersey. We'll hang it up in the banners of the rafters of the arena. It'll be nice, bro. We can get you a little Mexican band mariachi, play a nice song for you, and send you off to hiding.
If you lost, but you continue your career because you have a lot of promotion, like YouTube and everything, promote fighters. So you already good. So you ready for your second fight, and after that, you maybe you be a good fighter. You know.
I think his biggest thing is you need to learn how to be a loser sometimes, my boy. Like you need to learn.
He's good at that.
No, this is rough.
You're a loser, man. I'm a winner, man. When you have 20 years in this sport, man, and you're still fighting and look good, man, I'm gonna speak with DAZN. If you fight for the pay, man, I don't care. I win like 12 million when I fight Canelo, and I lost, man, you know, and I'm drinking the bar and he made pictures, so I feel bad, you know, because I'm lost. So I'm here because I wanna win the fight.
What the hell is this?
He was a little depressed after that.
Manic.
A little bottle ski, you know what I'm saying? Do you see yourself taking a shot with him maybe after the fight, kicking it?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Drinking a little something with Jake Paul?
Huh?
Después de la pelea, ¿sí van a tomar algo?
He's fighting
with Jake Paul?
I don't drink it, so.
Oh, you don't drink it. My fault. Sorry about that.
I'll take a shot for you, just in honor of your retirement.
Yeah. Que talk tomar un shot por.
I'll pour one out for the homie.
For the homie. For the dead one.
Ya que pierda, me hago youtuber.
Okay.
Entretengo a la gente y después vuelvo al box como lo hace él.
¿Cuál pierda?
Sí.
Okay, so he said, they whoops your ass. He's gonna go to YouTube, entertain people, and then come back.
Man, honestly, I don't think you can do it. I don't think you could do it.
Bro, that
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
You don't think you could be a YouTuber?
No.
¿Por qué no?
What the? What question?
Wow.
What question?
He just called you embarrassing.
Jesus Christ.
Two YouTube guys on the stage right here. Jake, you mentioned the mariachi
You
band.
got that joke like 2
Hey,
minutes
Abdul,
later.
not right now.
The mariachi band, the Mexican influence there. There's Mexicans on the undercard. The co-main event is Zurdo Ramirez facing Uniel Dorticos. A lot of tickets being sold to Mexican fans. Event Ticket Center is the official ticket seller for this fight. You can pick up tickets at eventticketcenter.com, and those are very limited tickets left. You've said that the Mexican fans are going to be there for you. Why do you believe that?
Man, every Mexican I've just met walking around, my flight attendant on
Every
the way
Mexican
here,
I
he
met
was like,
walking
man, we
around.
don't like Chavez.
Yeah.
We don't like him. He's a fucking fool.
Hey, this is
talking like that,
fool. That's what it kind of sounded like.
Hey,
I'm
bro.
not the best at it. But yeah, they're like, we're rooting for you. I say.
Hey, man.
Was that your flight attendant?
Yo, I don't like.
You the cholo?
Yeah.
Same thing, man. I don't see anybody oh man, I like Jake Paul. Everybody, man. I don't see people say I like Jake Paul. Oh, I
That
hate
was
Jake
wild,
Paul.
bro.
I don't like him. Beat him. Put back him in the internet, YouTube. So I'm feeling support to everybody, man.
You think there's any chance this man can beat you?
Not a shot in hell.
There ain't a chance in
There's
hell.
nothing he does
There ain't a
that
chance
can
in
offset
hell.
anything I'm gonna do to him. Not a single thing. Cardio, pace,
Yeah, he
output,
ain't got no
jabs,
cardio.
body work, inside fighting, wherever the fight goes,
Yeah.
however the fight goes, he's gonna be out.
I don't see it, bro.
in
Come
every
on,
single round.
Chavez.
And that's just the bottom line.
What is he going to learn about you on fight night that he doesn't know right now?
He's gonna learn that I'm one of the most heavy-handed, fastest people in the sport of boxing. Period.
Okay.
Out of every single weight class, pound for pound, I'm one of the strongest, hardest hitting people in the whole entire sport.
In the whole
And he's
entire
gonna learn that.
Can aprender que.
I understand, man.
He understands.
So
Hermano comprehende.
the new things, from my camp, and the other thing is I'm clean, man. I have 2 years. Don't drink, don't party, nothing. So it's good, man. Because you never mix it. Maybe when you're young, like him, you can do it like drink and training, but still, it's never good for a boxer or for an athlete, man.
You think he's going to run?
Of course, man.
If you run for him, I'll be so disappointed for him.
Because I think you think he's going to run.
Yeah, he's gonna try and come forward, and then he's gonna be on the back foot very quickly.
True, I believe that.
I don't. Of course.
He said, "I don't know what to say. Fool. I just didn't want to get down already. We should just let him right now."
Imagine Jake Paul in the floor, man.
Yeah. Come on, like this.
Everyone, sentadito que se vuelve a parar y vuelve a tomar.
Okay, he said he's gonna sit your ass down. He don't want you to go fully asleep. Just sit down, but you're gonna be able to get back up.
What the?
Todo el mundo va a estar feliz, Dre. Todo el mundo.
Hey,
the whole world's gonna be happy.
Yeah, this is what everyone says every single time.
Que todos dicen eso. Que siempre lo van a noquear.
Cuando tengan el piso y esté así, va a ser la noticia más famosa de los últimos días.
He said it's gonna be the most famous day of your life.
So voy a hacer,
on the floor like this.
voy a hacer como le gusta a él, dile, viral, como a él le gusta, voy a hacer viral, dile.
Oh, he's gonna be viral.
Like you.
Like you, you're gonna be viral like you.
He wishes
You're on the floor.
Lupe.
He could start his YouTube career.
You think he's got the power to hurt you?
No, absolutely not.
Tomado, ¿qué?
Él, como algo como.
Nomás velo, güey, no puedo saber.
Say you look like you want some shit.
You look like you want.
Vada's here today.
Yes.
But the fuck?
See,
You say
if I
shit.
play
This
with
is
the
how dumb.
timings,
No, this is how dumb you
I'm
are.
super smart,
This
man.
is how dumb he
I'm
is.
the first YouTuber, pound for pound, number one in
Okay,
the
all right,
world.
let's
Yes,
talk.
He's getting angry.
Look at me, man.
He's an angry little elf.
No, I'm not angry, man. It's true, man.
But you say stupid shit like your team, a bunch of idiots. Like I say stuff with basis and facts. You're like, oh, he's on shit, and then Vada's here today. Like, what are you talking about? What are you trying to say?
What happened?
Exactly. You can't even listen.
What do you mean for that? Like, when you fight Tyson, don't do the anti-doping. When I fight Tampa the first time in 20 years, then don't make me anti-doping when in your fights. So it's something to you. I always clear, man. I never have problem with this.
I mean, it ain't like
thing,
Tyson was
I
nasty.
smoke
You know,
weed
man.
or whatever you
Let me
call
see.
other things, but never be like you, man. Like
Lupe,
about the
I'm-
situation, timing, and opponents, man. Because
I
the
don't even
opponents
know what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
I don't know, you know, but
I think saying you're a cheater, fool.
I don't know what he's talking about.
that's why I speak like that, man. I never wanna be take advantage of you, man. I wanna be great fight with you and be clearly, man. and no cheating.
Okay.
Things, you know, I love boxing, man. I like boxing, and I think you're a good fighter, but that's not true, man. You know, and it's one of the things, and isn't my reputation.
Oh, he's putting up Ryan.
But
You know, Ryan did a hand, yeah.
Happened, you know, it's really happened, man. It's unbelievable. What happened? These things, I don't know, man. I never asked for nothing, you know. I don't need nothing for fight, you know.
I don't know what
I
you
love
just
fighting.
said.
I think he struck a nerve, though.
Yeah, I
No,
think
no, o
he's
sea,
about to
dile
cry.
que él no. El boxeo, güey, es.
Yeah, all right, I can't. Okay, so here's the thing. I'll be calling a fight this weekend, but I want to say this. I definitely be calling the Deontay Wilder fight on Friday, and I'll be calling that. Really, the undercard is lit. Zurdo Ramirez, Tevin Farmer versus Kid Austin, and then we're just going to see the viral KO moment with Jake Paul versus Chavez. Chavez didn't look okay. I'm going to keep her out. And looking at it, Chavez did not look okay. All right, now I get where he was coming from, you know, because when it comes to the steroid thing, because I don't think there was drug testing with him versus Mike Tyson. But the thing is, brother, listen, I know Mike's a mutant, but bruh, Mike was shredded. But I can't, I don't know. Mike was shredded wheat though. Mike was shredded, and that brother was 60, bro. He had volume and shred. So either way, Chavez, he brought up drug cheat, and his eyes were as big as mine, and he was, tell your mom, tell your pa, I'm gonna let it do what it do, baby. Like, I was just like, brother, then he was scratching his neck, and I was like, brother, this is insane. This is insane. I had to put some money on Jake for the knockout. Hitman Hearns versus Chris Eubank. Who wins? Hearns. It'll be nice, but Chris can't take it. He ain't gonna be shit. There ain't much Hearns, but Hearns better though. Hit the Tyson bit. Okay. So listen, I'm sorry I put y'all through that. Specifically Lupe. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I was curious to see what that face-off was about and to see who I was gonna put money on. All right, and I put money a stack on Jake Paul to win by knockout. Tomorrow we're gonna do a video. I run to get my hair cut and all those things. And then we'll be calling Deontay Wilder fight against Herndon on Friday, and then we'll be calling the Jake Paul fight on Saturday. All right, let me know how you feel. Comments below. ShowBizz for adult. I'm out. Dude, that was crazy. That was crazy.